Yeah, cool. So for this video, I'm running Juju with, Conjuring Chaos. But also, more importantly, I wanted to discuss the Angels versus Demons event for the game because a lot of people, is that a bot? That's crazy. A lot of people, don't really like the game mode that much, or not the game mode, but rather the event. So I'm just gonna quickly go over what the. I'm quickly gonna go over everything about the event, what I like, what I dislike, this, that, and the third. So starting off with the angelic and demonic star drops. Overall, I like them. They're better than the regular star drops. That much is true. Oh, flip. But I feel like monetizing them was just not the right way to go about it. Like, I hate the way that they're monetized personally. Because of the fact that, you know, you can spend money to get a bunch of things that might not even be worth the amount of money you paid for them. And I think that a really egregious example of this is with the chain event, the chain offers, where you can buy all these drops that eventually lead to a free hypercharge skin. Which, can I just say, I think it's total BS that they market it as free when it's not free. You have to spend hundreds and hundreds of gems to get it. So no, the skin is not free. That's terrible advertising. Not just terrible, it's false advertising. And I hate that that's what they use to entice people to buy the offer. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. I just hope the dev team avoids doing that in the future, because dang, is it just bad. However, the drops themselves are really cool. One thing I like about them is that everything you get in them, you get to keep forever. Like, no more, you know, temporary stuff, no mutations, no SpongeBob power-ups. Like, whatever you get in a drop, you keep forever. And I really like that about the drops. It's how it should be, honestly. And I like the way that you get power-ups too. If you open enough drops, you get a power-up instead of the drops containing the power-ups themselves. I really like that. I think it's amazing, personally. Because having to open a bunch of power-ups just to have a chance, or to open a bunch of drops just to have a chance at getting a power-up, I didn't like that. I didn't really like that much. So I like how if you just open enough of them, you just get the drops. Like, it encourages people to play the events and stuff like that. Even though, yes, you can, you know, buy your way to getting the power-ups, at least you're getting, you know, other, like, you know, things like resources and potential skins that, you know, oh shoot, other things that are, you know, permanent to your collection. Like the hypercharged skins and the angels and demon skins, if you unlock them, they're yours to keep forever. They're not going to go away after a while. I think that's really cool. However, the way the drops are monetized is absolutely terrible. I don't like it. I don't like how they use the, buy enough of these drops and you get a free, air quotes, free hypercharge skin. Like, that is terrible. I do not like that at all. Alright, so the new modes in the contest, right? I'm doing terribly with Juju right now. Let's just switch modes. I like Soul Collectors, I really do. It's genuinely one of the best game modes to ever release in Brawl Stars, in my opinion. It is really good. Spirit Wars is it's okay. It's its own thing. It's tied. Trio Showdown, you know, I don't really like Trio Showdown that much, but that doesn't really have much to do with the event. It's rather, you know, just a bad game mode and bad game mode design. But yeah, the game modes exist. You know, they're hit or miss. I either like them or I don't. Yeah. The Chaos mod does make them broken, but you know, I still enjoy the game modes regardless. So there's that. Another thing I want to talk about is the contests, and I feel like the contests are really cool as potential new features for the game to be added permanently. However, I don't really appreciate the way that it was implemented. So contests are like 3-day, you know, events, right? To where you get tickets for your battles, and once you run out of tickets, you can't battle anymore. Every time you get a win, it counts towards, you know, you get a medal, and you get, you know, drops depending on how many medals you have. Well, I think that in and of itself is pretty cool. It's kind of reminiscent of Power Play, if you remember that feature. But I don't like the way that it was executed, and the reason why I don't like it is because with these contests, they don't give you all the tickets right away. You have to like wait to be able to use all the tickets. So like day one, like you use 15 tickets in total. Well, day one you get 5 tickets, day 2 you get 5 more tickets, and day 3 you get your last 5. I think you should just get all of your tickets like up front. Especially, it's for 2 reasons. One, in regards to this game mode in particular, you know, you're gonna use the power-ups to your advantage for this mode, and some days you're gonna be an angel, some days you're gonna be a demon, and it's like sometimes a particular power-up from a particular side will have an advantage. And I feel like if you're on day 3, right, and you're on, like, you know, you're not on the side of your choice, then you're going to be put at a little bit of a disadvantage because you're not going to be able to use the power-up that you want because you're not on the team that you want to be. And so those last 5 tickets are going to, you know, aren't going to be used as to their full potential. And that's if, you know, you use your tickets before that 3rd day. If you don't, then that's even worse. Another thing is that, you know, more broadly speaking, I feel like we have lives outside of Brawl Stars, or most of us do. I would like to assume that most of us do. And, you know, what if, like, sometimes life happens, right? Life happens, and we may not be able to play the game as much. Well, in that circumstance, what if we're unable to play the game for the 3rd day? Do we just lose out on those 5 tickets? I was able to play for the first 2 days and get those tickets, but because I wasn't available for that day and that one day only, I'm losing out on, you know, I'm losing out on medallions because I didn't play my last 5 games. I couldn't play my last 5 games. And I feel like they should just have it to where you just get all your tickets up front. Ooh, let's try Daryl. Give me my tickets then and there, and then, you know, that way I have the option to just burn through all my tickets if I want to. Similar, like, you know, imagine in a Mega Pig, to where, like, you know, you have, you know, your tickets, but you only get like half of them on the first day, and then the other half on the second day or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to use all my tickets whenever I want. Like, let me use my tickets, however many tickets I want, whenever I want, as long as, you know, the event is still going on. So yeah, that's my main thing about contests. That's the main thing I don't like about contests. But you know, I still think they're a cool feature as a whole. Um, as for the power ups are really cool. Some of them are broken. I don't mind them being broken. But a big issue that a lot of people have is that the events, the power ups specifically, but the event as a whole as well, is just a buggy mess. And I'll be upfront and honest. Bugs are really annoying. They can really ruin the experience. So I don't blame people for getting upset over bugs. However, for me personally, as someone with programming experience, I used to, you know, program apps and websites and stuff like that. Although at a very amateur level, coding is freaking difficult. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses because I believe a programmer's job is to make sure that the program is running the way that it's intended. But, you know, programming can be pretty tough. It's very demanding, very exacting, and, you know, especially since, you know, and I hate saying this because it comes off as an excuse, but considering that the Rolling Stars dev team is a relatively smaller dev team, at least compared to the likes of like Ubisoft or EA, there are gonna be bugs, and you know the people aren't perfect. Like things happen, and sometimes things don't really work the way that they're supposed to. However, it is a developer's job to make sure, or not just a developer, but a programmer's job to make sure that there are as few bugs as possible. So I do know and understand that, you know, the game needs to run smoothly. But me personally, the bugs didn't really, you know, affect my enjoyment of the game that much. Like, yeah, like, you know, they would pop up here and there, but I never felt like, you know, I never felt extremely frustrated or anything. Like I know about, you know, the Colt Smite glitch or the what's this called? The Revengeance glitch with Charlie and all that stuff. Yeah, glitches are annoying, but they didn't really tamper with my enjoyment of the game. I still think that this event is honestly, I think it's one of the best, if not the best, limited time events that the game has ever gotten. Really like the mode, like the power-ups, the events, I mean. I keep saying those interchangeably when they mean different things. Yeah. If I were to give any feedback from the dev team, do not advertise this as free. It is not free. If I have to spend over 1,000 gems to get to this free, air quotes, hypercharge skin, then it doesn't make it free. Because I had to spend over 1,000 gems to get it. But other than that, you know, that's just the main problem I have with this event. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do y'all like the event? Do y'all not like the event? And yeah, take care of each other and love each other. Peace.